really want to be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble, my all hustle.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in week 16. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. This defense for the Broncos, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he will have a Chiefs first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Well, these two teams met in Kansas City earlier this season with the Chiefs winning that ball game. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mahomes going to throw. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. First and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught here by Metcalf. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. The 30, 10, 5, and
change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you that on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A gain of 32 that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Allen Lazard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
To throw is Murray. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now Murray off play action. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
The Broncos at 500, 7-7 on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yedem picks it. And the Chiefs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Murray now. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score. Chiefs 28. Broncos 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
To throw again on second down. Murray, he'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They're going for it. It's Murray. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On play action, it's Murray. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Second and 2.
To throw, it's Murray. And he will find his man. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field. A huge play there for Denver. 42 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength. McManus's point after is good, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
He'll check this one down to Taylor.
And some space here. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor.
63 yards.
And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well, because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line. Here's Murray. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 27-yard line.
From the 27, Murray. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. This one incomplete and over everybody. Looked like a clear throwaway, but the officials, they're going to say there's a receiver over there in the area, so no flags, and it's 3rd down. Third and 2, and here's Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Pride. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback...
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs continue to pull away here in this first half. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out.
And now here is another interception. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Mahomes will throw for it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changed?